Over a dozen chiefs and members of parliament gathered to hear from the official opposition leader, Pierre Poilievre, at the annual AME Roundup Mining Conference in Vancouver. They are here to see how the Conservatives are going to propose moving resource sharing forward.
I'm running for Prime Minister to put people back in charge of their lives. That includes First Nations. Conservatives believe in less power for the federal government and more power for the First Nations. First Nations should have the right to bring home more of the benefits of their resources to their people. And so today, I'm kicking off consultations with First Nations and industry on an optional new model for First Nations that they could opt into, giving them more direct fiscal revenues from resource projects on their lands.
Grand Chief Michael Laborde says he, along with the Chief of Kamloops, first developed a plan called the Resource Revenue Charge, which would give First Nations a revenue stream from resource projects back in 2013. And he's glad the Conservatives are finally pledging their support.
They were asking questions, how do we see this working? We want it to be optional. We don't want people to think that this is Ottawa's idea of a solution. This is our idea of a solution. This is our idea of a solution to an Ottawa problem, right? And so what the feds are going to do is they're going to cede some of their space, their tax room, and then the First Nations will occupy that space, as the way it should have been, 150 years ago. And so we're excited to see that come to fruition, and we're excited to be a part of it.
Chief Judy Desjardins of the Blueberry River First Nations says there is no reason why many First Nations should still be living in third world conditions in one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
Like I said in there, it's the 20th century and we're still facing water problems within our community, but we have billions being extracted out of our territory, and this is, we should be driving on paved roads. We're not. We should have, homes that are not filled with mold or water damage. And, I hope to bring better quality of life in terms of, new infrastructure and expanding in that infrastructure so that we have, our community and members can live comfortably.
If elected, the Conservatives hope to enact the Resource Revenue Charge to start benefiting First Nations immediately. Tina House, APTN National News, Vancouver.